Have you ever heard whispers in the dark, tales of a deity that feeds on fear and hunger, known as Gro-Goroth? Emerging from the shrouded corners of obscure mythology, this god is enveloped in a veil of mystery and intrigue. Its name alone sends a shiver down the spine, hinting at a dark nature that hides a wealth of secrets. The story of Gro-Goroth is not for the faint-hearted. It's chilling, captivating, and utterly fascinating. Stay with us as we delve into the chilling and fascinating story of Gro-Goroth. The origins of Gro-Goroth are shrouded in mystery, its birth intertwined with the very genesis of fear and hunger. In the primordial times, when the universe was still young and untamed, there existed a void, a deep, dark abyss. Within this abyss, the raw, unfiltered emotions of fear and hunger swirled and danced, creating an intense maelstrom of energy. These were not the fear and hunger we know today. No, these were their most primal forms, pure and unadulterated. The swirling energy slowly began to take shape, forming a nebulous entity. This entity, born of the most basic instincts of survival, resonated with a power that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. It was not born out of benevolence or malevolence, but rather, it was a manifestation of the struggle for existence, the eternal battle between life and death. As time passed, this entity grew stronger, feeding off the fear and hunger that permeated the universe. It thrived in the darkness, in the cold, harsh realities of existence. It was a reminder of the unforgiving nature of the universe, a testament to the relentless struggle for survival. This entity, this god, was named Gro-Goroth. It was a name that echoed through the cosmos, a name that embodied the very essence of fear and hunger. It was a name that invoked awe and terror, a name that was synonymous with the primal struggle for existence. And thus Gro-Goroth, the god of fear and hunger, was born. Gro-Goroth's reign was not one of benevolence or kindness, but one of terror and despair. This epoch in history is marked by Gro-Goroth's rule over fear and hunger. Imagine a time when the air was thick with dread, the sun obscured by a shroud of unease. A time when every rustle in the dark could be the harbinger of doom. This was the era of Gro-Goroth. Gro-Goroth's influence was not a creeping shadow, but a sudden, engulfing darkness. It spread rapidly, like wildfire through a parched forest, leaving panic and starvation in its wake. The very essence of life, food, became a scarce commodity. Hunger gnawed at the bellies of the brave and the weak alike, turning the living into walking specters of despair. But Gro-Goroth didn't just rule with fear and hunger. It used these primal forces as tools to manipulate and control. Those who dared to stand against Gro-Goroth found themselves engulfed in a crippling fear, their courage evaporating like dew at dawn. They were consumed by an insatiable hunger, their strength sapped, their will to resist eroded. Gro-Goroth's reign was a dark period, a time of fear and hunger that left a lasting impact. It was a time when the world was held in the iron grip of a god who fed on fear and hunger, a god whose reign would be remembered for its terror and despair. Even though the reign of Gro-Goroth has ended, its legacy continues to haunt us. This mighty god of fear and hunger may no longer rule, but it has left its indelible mark on our world. You see, Gro-Goroth was never just about power or domination. It was a manifestation, a symbol of our primal emotions, fear and hunger. Gro-Goroth's legacy isn't contained to ancient scriptures or forgotten tales. It's alive, thriving in the very fabric of our society. The fear that Gro-Goroth embodied, the paralyzing dread that holds us captive, we see it reflected in our own insecurities and anxieties. It's in the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of being alone. And then there's the hunger, the insatiable craving that Gro-Goroth represented. It's not just about physical hunger, but the hunger for more wealth, more power, more validation. This constant yearning, the never-ending desire, it's a reminder of Gro-Goroth's influence, of the god born from these emotions. The story of Gro-Goroth is not merely a tale from a bygone era. It's a mirror held up to our own humanity, reflecting our deepest fears and desires. It's a legacy that continues to shape us, that continues to resonate. So the next time you feel a shiver of fear or the gnawing pain of hunger, Remember the story of Gro-Goroth, the god that was born from these very emotions. Gro-Goroth, a deity born from fear and hunger, ruled with an iron fist, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to haunt us. Let's recap. Gro-Goroth, conceived in dread and famine, held a reign of terror, his presence a constant reminder of the power of our primal instincts. Remember, fear and hunger are powerful, and they have the potential to give rise to entities as terrifying as Gro-Goroth. Although fear is a natural response to the unknown, it doesn't have to control you. Click the link in the description box for 20 simple skills to cope with fear.